session. When you go back to your college, you have to motivate and inspire students to take up competitive exams for their career, so that this unemployment problem which we are facing should be at least partially eliminated. Just wait for a couple of minutes. We are preparing for the PowerPoint presentation sharing.
PPT ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's
Yes,
visible.
sir. It's visible.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Full screen ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ.
Can you see the full screen?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
How much it is visible?
Only
PPT
slide.
view, not full slide.
What about now?
No,
Still
sir.
not, sir.
Right, sister. No.
Slides. No.
Faces ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇಸಸ್ ಕಾಣಿಸಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Okay, we'll go with this because we have some technical issues, but still you can see the PowerPoint, but you cannot see the full screen. We have some technical problems. Let us go with, can you read out the topic of today's discussion?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Unlocking the student's mind.
Unlocking the student's mind.
Okay, very good. What do you mean by that? Make it simple. Any one or two? Make unmute.
Understanding them.
What is that? What is that? Unlocking the student's mind? What do you mean by that?
Understanding the student's point of view.
For that, why we have to unlock? The student's mind is struck. It has been locked with some social media or some prototype. Now we have to open their mind. That is why we are using that particular term, unlock. Okay, my point of discussion today is to encourage students to take up competitive exam, particularly UPSC and your existing state PSCs, like in Karnataka KPSC or in Uttar Pradesh UPSC, Bihar PPSC. Observe this map. Can you read out the heading of this map? Anybody?
Percentage of IAS officers by their home state.
Very good, very good. Okay. Observe now. Watch it. Keenly observe. What is the percentage of IAS officers from Delhi?
15.8, sir.
Delhi.
Delhi.
8%, sir.
8%. 8%. What about from Karnataka?
3.9.
3.9.
What about Gujarat?
1.2.
Now I hope you understood. So the percentage of IAS officer every year who are getting into the service, and observe this, we have a lopsided, uneven distribution. States like UP, Bihar, Delhi, they're way ahead than Gujarat, Karnataka, and observe the states like Arunachal, very less. Now, how do you analyze this? ಏನು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಥರ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ಸಚ್ ಎ ಅನ್ಈವನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್
Not concentrate on not more concentrate on particular competitive exams.
ಓಕೆ ದೆನ್ ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಿಸ್
ಭಾಷೆ ಕೂಡ
Guidelines, sir. Sir, language problem.
ಪಾರ್ಡನ್
Language problem. Sir, lack of guidelines, sir.
Do you think the UP people get better guidance than South Indians? No way, no way. South Indians get better guidance, better focus, better exposure than the UP, than Bihar. Something a different reason we have. Observe this map. What is this? Read out.
Most of the South Indians will not opt
Bureaucrats.
Hindi as a medium of exam.
No, I did not get you.
Sir, medium
State-wise
of
requirement
exam.
of bureaucrats.
The gentleman is telling some answer. Mata,
Yes, sir. Sರ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಸೌತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮದರ್ ಟಂಗ್ ಹಿಂದಿ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಸಿ ಫಾರ್ ದೆಮ್ ಟು
do you think?
take
Do you
exam.
think or do you guess?
ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಸರ್.
No, you're absolutely wrong. So we have a data. Students whoever write their exam, UPSC mains exam in English, have better chances of getting result than the Hindi medium students. And every year we have a database. Those who wrote in English have come up with good result than the Hindi medium or regional languages. It is nothing to
It is also how the cultural plays. In Gujarat, people go for business mostly. This is not what-
that's the correct answer for Gujarat case. That's the
So
right.
even in other more states, the tendency to go for doing job and sarkari job, government job, especially
No, here I'm not talking about government job. Here exclusively I'm talking about UPSC civil service. UPSC civil service.
Okay.
Okay, in case of UP, Bihar, Delhi, from high school the students are trained. That's the biggest difference we have with the rest of the states. In Bihar, in UP, students get awareness, students start preparing, students are focused in their higher secondary school itself. Whereas in our states, in southern states or even rest of other states, only after graduation, civil service. That is the biggest mistake we are doing. Can anybody read out?
With bad laws and good civil servants, it's still possible to govern. But with bad civil servants, even the best laws can't help.
Yeah, this is a famous statement given by Otto von Bismarck, the former Chancellor of Germany, the one who is the architect of unification of Germany. So he says, a good civil service, a good civil servant is most important for the smooth governing of a country. So that is why what I'm trying to tell you, that when you go back to your colleges, tell your students, motivate them, give some ideas, give some exposure to them, give what is prelims, what is mains, what is personality test, what is interview, how UPSC conducts, what are the advantages you have, and if you clear this exam, how the respect comes to the particular candidate. If all these things, if you explain, definitely students will one or two students in each year, in each academic year, if they take up this exam, at the end of your service, you will have a galaxy of students who can you proudly call them as your students. Look at it. What Vallabhai Patel says about civil service, he says, steel frame of India. The country, the progress heavily depends on civil servants. Okay, Indian Express, there is a headline. Civil servants holding additional charge in 26 states due to shortage of IAS officers. Data. It is the data I have taken. Last year data, this is. See, I am moving my cursor. Can you tell me from which month, which year I have taken this Indian Express?
March 16th, 2025.
Yes, yes. Last year data, we have a shortage of IAS officers. Put this, anyhow, I'm going to share this PPT with you. Show it to your students. Show it to your second year and final year students. Let them one or two students get inspiration and take up the exam. Okay. So, okay, even if there is a shortage, there is a happy news. What is that? Can anybody read out? Give others to chance. Anybody? Any male faculty?
There
Can you
are
read out?
4,926 IAS officers, which is 1,470 less than the authorized strength of 6,396.
Okay, what about
Comes to
IPS?
the IPS, as against the authorized strength of 4,802 officers, only 3,894 IPS officers employed with the central government.
Thank you, gentlemen. So this statement is given by Major Boswan Committee, which was constituted by central government, and it was found that there is a huge shortage of IAS and IPS officers in India, and maybe in the couple of years, the government of India is going to fill it. But who will opt? Those who are preparing or who is trying to prepare, they will definitely get it. Observe this image. People say once you get the degree, they say, I got the degree. I am a graduate. But according to me, once they get the degree, from that day onwards, their unemployment problem starts. To overcome this, here I have. Yes, please, somebody should read it on behalf of me.
There is no unemployment problem in India, but there is a shortage of employable persons.
Thank you. Can anybody make it simple? ಇದನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸರಳೀಕರಿಸಿ just explain in a simple way. What do you mean by unemployment? What do you mean by
Jobs are available there,
Employment is
but
everywhere.
qualified
Persons.
persons are not there.
anyone?
Jobs are available, but qualified persons are not there.
Okay, that's nice. What do you mean by this qualified person?
The only degree is there,
Age is the
but
requisition for the job.
No,
Yeah, degree is
Samartharu.
there. Yeah, degree is there, but they don't have required skills.
yes, exactly. Only degree they have, but they do not know how to apply the knowledge.
Yes, that's nice. You're right. Now, how to manage this problem? How to overcome this problem? Look at this. One more image I have. Observe this. This is a real story. Now, come on, draw the conclusion. Somebody should draw the conclusion.
Education is required, but education ಜೊತೆಗೆ life skills we should learn.
Okay, that's nice. That's why our students are not able to get into the competitive exams, get into the career opportunities. See here, when you are guiding students to take up the competitive exam, indirectly you are building these skills. Can anybody read these 5 skills?
Knowledge, understanding,
Understanding,
aptitude,
aptitude,
reasoning,
reasoning.
and any other skills.
Yeah. See, when students are taking competitive exam, they should be filled with good amount of knowledge, that is general studies, with static knowledge and dynamic knowledge, understanding the concepts. There must be clarity in concepts. And as you say, aptitude and reasoning, in our day-to-day language, we say mental ability. We say mental ability questions, logical reasoning. He should know. It's like sequence, series, coding, decoding, blood relation, speed, calculations, arithmetic, interest, Venn diagram, reasoning, non-verbal, verbal. This information he should know. And any other skill like science and technology, like current affairs of national and international importance. These things should be known. Can you read out the center information? Can anybody read out the information in the center?
Government
Government
exam
exam
after
after
graduation.
graduation.
Yeah, government exam after graduation. See, you have altogether 10 exams. Observe this. Hello. ಹೇಳಿ 29th. Okay. So altogether you have 5 exams, 10 each. And any graduate, of course, there are specific graduation like BSc, but for example, forestry service, only BSc candidates who have BE candidates who have science background can opt this particular exam. But rest of the exams, any graduates can opt. Can anybody read out?
Common sense without education is better than education without common sense.
What do you want then? What is most important? Come on, after reading this, you should
Common
say,
sense.
yeah.
Common sense.
We require common sense. Most important, that is, which is completely lacking in our students. They don't have common sense. Simply they go with the Instagram, just watching reels. They simply spend a lot of time with the social media without having a common sense. That is why I have taken this role of civil services in modern times. Can anybody translate it to Kannada? What do you mean by civil service exam in Kannada? In Kannada?
ನಾಗರಿಕ ಸೇವೆಗಳು.
ನಾಗರಿಕ ಸೇವೆಗಳು. ಒಂದೆರಡು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡಿ.
IAS, KS, IPS.
ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಡೆಸಿಗ್ನೇಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್. ಡೆಸಿಗ್ನೇಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಯಾವ ಹುದ್ದೆಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ನಾನು.
DC sir.
ತಹಸೀಲ್ದಾರ್,
BDO, DM.
ತಹಶೀಲ್ದಾರ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್
ಅರಣ್ಯಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು.
ಓಕೆ,
PDO, ಪಂಚಾಯತ್
ಜಿಲ್ಲಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಹೇಳಿ, ನೀವು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ವರಿಷ್ಠಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಹೇಳಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ತುಂಬಾ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಲೆಂಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್, ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಏನಮ್ಮ? ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಸರ್ವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸರ್ವೆಂಟ್. ನಾವು ವಿ ಆರ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸರ್ವೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ನಾಟ್ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಸರ್ವೆಂಟ್ಸ್. Totally, there is a clear demarcation between public servants and government servant and civil servant. You don't have executive power as a professor. You don't have any executive power to implement the laws. So whatever the law is formulated, you are going to follow it. That's it. You don't have any executive power as a professor. You may be having as a principal.
Okay, sir.
You may be having as a joint director, but as an assistant professor, as an associate professor, as a professor, as a HOD, we will not be having any executive powers. Society at large, you may be having within your college, within your department, not at a society, not at the community. I hope you are understanding.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So civil service is a permanent structure. Try to understand. It's a permanent structure. It was established way back during Cornwallis time in the British East India Company. Later, it was solidified, and now after the independence, Mr. Patel, the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, being the first deputy prime minister, being the first home minister, he improved a lot. Why is civil service? Because our Republic of India, clearly we have union government and state government, and we have three organs: legislature, executive, judiciary. In order to implement whatever the legislature is done, in order to implement, we need civil service. Can you read out this famous saying of Manmohan Singh? Anybody?
The role of civil servants is crucial in building a strong and prosperous nation.
Absolutely. The role of civil servants means the role of IAS, the role of IPS, the role of IFS, the role of IES, the Indian Engineering Service, IRS, Indian Revenue Service. These people is very crucial in building a strong nation. Observe this image. Can you identify all the three persons? Yeah, tell me.
Ajit
Yeah,
Doval.
Ajit Doyal, Narendra Singh, Narendra Modi, and one more I can't recognize.
One is NSA, National
Yeah.
Security Advisor. Another one
All
is
the
PMO,
three,
and Foreign Minister.
all the three members you should mention and their background. Among these three, who is a civil servant?
S. Jaishankar.
Ajit Doval, sir.
Ajit
Ajit
Doyal.
Doval.
Yeah, both Ajit Doval and Jaishankar, both were civil servants. One from IFS, another from IPS. Ajit Doval was the 1968 batch Kerala cadre IPS, and Mr. Subramaniam Jaishankar is a IFS officer, Indian Foreign Service officer, who worked as a High Commissioner and who worked as an ambassador. Right now, what is their role? ಇವತ್ತಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಏನು ಪಾತ್ರ? What is the role? Come on.
Jaishankar is Foreign Affairs Minister.
Yeah, Ministry of External Affairs. You have to say Ministry of External Affairs. MEA. Okay.
Ajit Doval serves as a National Security Advisor.
Very good. Ajit Doval is a National Security Advisor.
And Modi ji, everyone knows.
Yeah. Okay. The Ajit Doval is a security advisor to the government of India since 2014. At least Jaishankar got it, the Ministry of External Affairs, after the departure of Sushma Swaraj. Both are relentlessly working for government of India, and one is taking care of external affairs, another is taking the security, both internal and external. Now I have a question. Answer kodtira? For non-Karnataka students, let me translate. Why IAS has got such a huge demand? Why IAS has got such a huge demand? Someone should answer me.
It is one of the toughest exams to clear.
That is why it has a demand.
They are the policy makers.
No. Demand is there because supply is not there. Because it's a dearth of competent candidates who can qualify IAS or civil services.
Okay.
That's why I think, yeah.
Okay, maybe I accept your answer. What else? Rest of the candidates?
I think the power and scope involved in it, sir.
Power with what? What kind of
In policy making, ಅವರಷ್ಟು ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೊಸೈಟಲ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
That respect. Let me show this one. See here, we have 4 reasons. 4 reasons. One is they are the backbone. They are the backbone. Second, great respect among the community, among the society. Third one, only youngsters can crack this exam. See, I'm not exaggerating. If IAS question paper is given to me, minimum 60 to 65 question I can answer. Because I have been training students. I am very much in updated mode. I update every now and then economy, geography, polity, current affairs, everything I read because I have to train my students. Even today, if I get IAS prelims question, of course, this year is very toughest among all the questions, among all the IAS exams. This year was most tough, but still I can answer up to 60 to 65 questions. But I am not eligible. I am capable, but I am not eligible. I am 53 years old. I can't write because I am not eligible. Only youngsters can write this exam. And the last one, the parents crave for it. Parents are very proud of their daughter and son if they become civil servants. That is why it has a demand. Can you recognize at least one person?
Pranab Mukherjee, sir.
Who was the Mukherjee?
Pranab Mukherjee, earlier President of the India.
Yeah, former President of India. See, every year once the IAS results come out, the selected candidates are given an opportunity to meet the president, meet the prime minister, meet the vice president. Every year. See, one more image, let me show. Can you recognize the person who is addressing the
Manmohan Singh.
Manmohan Singh.
Yeah.
Observe the carpet. Observe the floor carpet. Observe the floor carpet. See next. Carpet is same or different?
Same.
Same.
Red carpet.
The person is changed. Who is addressing the IAS candidates?
Gehlot.
Ramnath Kovind.
Ramnath Kovind, the former President of India. Ramnath Kovind. See, candidates are changed. Every year, whoever clears IAS, IPS, and other civil service exam are given the opportunity to sit in the Parliament House or in Rashtrapati Bhavan, talk to President, talk to Vice President, talk to Prime Minister, share their feelings, share their knowledge, share their ideas to develop the country. See, observe the same carpet. Is the carpet is same or changed?
Same.
Same. This change. See, the Modi ji is addressing the young aspirants, not aspirants, young selected candidates. You show this picture to your students. Let the students get motivated, inspired. See, who is there at the center?
Draupadi Murmu, sir.
Draupadi Murmu. Yeah, the President of India, the present President of India is giving pose to the 2025 batch candidates. This is the recent one with the Prime Minister. And tell your students, you can also one among them. Tell them that you are also one among them in this image, in this photo frame. If you work hard, if you take up the exam, if you study, and if you make the students' mind in the first sem itself, in the second sem itself. I know you have different challenges. I know your students' quality. I know your students' interest. I know your student focus. I know you have some problems in the college. No, I'm not telling you to prepare students for the whole college. At least identify one or two who is very much interest, who is showing interest, who is focused. Pick them up, hand pick them. ಎತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ, ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ. Every year, one or two is enough. See, face to face, they can talk to the president, prime minister, or vice president. See the power of IAS. This guy has come to a village for the spot infection. The whole village is with him. Even the army officer is with him. See the power. See the UP CM. Anybody from UP among the participants? Anybody from UP among the participants here?
No, sir.
Nobody?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who is that? Who is that? Can you name?
Dr. Vipin Pandey.
Yeah, introduce yourself, Ratan.
Sir, I am assistant professor in the Department of English and Modern European Languages at the University of Lucknow, the capital of Uttar Pradesh.
Very good, very good. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. See, your CM says challenges in UP will shape your personality. Look at this. UP itself is a mini India. If you work in UP cadre as IAS or IPS or IES or IRS, you are going to face many challenges. The challenges will take you to the destiny where you can make your name and fame. That's the beauty of civil servant. See the power of IAS. Can you tell me where exactly this photo is clicked? Anybody?
During nomination.
That's what, where exactly, which place?
DC office, election commission.
It is in Varanasi. It is in Banaras. While filing his nomination, the protocol says if any person comes to file the nomination filing person should stand, and the returning officer and other election officers who are having IAS degree should sit and receive. That's the protocol. See the power. While filing this nomination, Modi ji was the Prime Minister in 2019. Still, he had to stand. See another image. इसी पल के लिए तो आज पढ़ना है. I have taken this image from Instagram. Look at this. इसी पल के लिए तो आज पढ़ना है. You show it to your students. Let your students get motivated. At least one, at least two students, enough. The grand success. See the, read out the caption. Kindly read out.
This is the most respectable vehicle you can see on Indian roads.
Why? Even I do have Innova Krista, but it doesn't have any respect. Why?
Board, sir. Government
Yeah.
of India.
Yeah. Because of that board, government vehicle, that itself is an indication that some civil servant, some IAS, some IPS, some higher level officer is moving, sitting. That's the respect. That's the respect we get when you clear the exam. See the IPS. Let me talk about IPS now. Look at these young girls, hardly 22, 23, 24 of age. After their passing out parade, they are giving pose to the photo. See, even IPS officers also get an opportunity to converse with Prime Minister. In case of our state, look at the Chief Minister of Karnataka and IPS officers, followed by our former Home Minister. See, show it to your students, share with your students, let them get some motivation. See Sandeep Chaudhary, what Sandeep Chaudhary says, somebody should read now.
I cleared the UPS exam in my first attempt without coaching, along with 11 other public exams.
So what's your excuse? So So don't give any reasons, excuse. He has cleared in his first attempt itself, along with 11 other public exams. It's the greatest motivation image. Can you identify this lady? Anybody? Can you recognize this lady? Anybody among the participants? She is Ambika from Tamil Nadu, a poor lady, a police constable wife. At the age of 30, she got motivated to take the exam. She wrote it in Tamil medium. She cleared IPS. Today, she is a deputy superintendent of police in Mumbai, DCP, deputy commissioner of police in Mumbai. Because of her tough action, she is called Lady Singham. See the IFS, see IFS officers with Ajit Doval, with Jaishankar. Nowadays, foreign service, particularly girl students are attracted by foreign service. Now, in recent trends, tell them, can you recognize at least one person from this image?
Obama.
Barack Hussein Obama.
Barack Obama. Can you recognize this lady? I thought someone will recognize this lady. Anybody? This lady? Okay, let me go to the next image. Can you see the image? Can you say the lady in this image? The same lady or different lady? Same lady or different lady? Same lady, no?
Same, sir.
Yeah.
Same.
Along with Mr. S.M. Krishna, the then foreign minister, Kapil Sibal, Mantek Singh Ahluwalia, Mr. Chauhan, all are there, but Mr. Obama choose this lady to shake hand first. Who is she? Can you
Ambassador.
repeat?
Ambassador.
No, I want her name, specific name. See
I
here.
just forgot the name.
Nirupama? Nirupama Rao?
Somebody must have Googled it.
I just forgot the name. I remember the name, but
So, somebody must have Googled it. Googled it.
Nirupama Rao, sir.
Are using Google Lens. Using Google Lens must have found out. Now they're coming out with the answer. In the first image, they didn't answer. Took the chance. Okay, anyhow, you're using technology. I must appreciate. See, she was the High Commissioner to Pakistan. She was Ambassador to America. She was the permanent representative United Nations. She is none other than Nirupama Rao, the senior IFS officer, who held different positions, represented India. We are all proud of her. Tell your students, as a professor, I'll be having only one passport, that is a citizenship passport. But as an IFS officer, they'll having two passports. One is diplomatic passport, another is a citizenship passport. See the power of IFS. Look at these young girls who are posing with the president. Let me show some of the successful IAS officers. I hope the screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
Is
Yes,
it
sir.
visible?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. Let us go. See this girl, Shashanka Ala. She was posted to Mizoram as a DC, Deputy Commissioner. And she brought a lot of changes in Mizoram. See this Attar Amir Khan, a Rajasthan cadre IAS officer, along with his regular duty, every week he goes to a government school to teach, to train. Assume this Avanish Sharan, a very famous motivator, he has introduced bike ambulances in Chhattisgarh, which was a big news. See his background. 10th only 44%, 12th only 65%, graduation just 60%, still he is an IAS officer. So your mark, your degree, your distinction will not be a matter if you take up the exam. See, Iqbal, he is a Kashmiri boy, Iqbal, and he built 320 bridges for military persons to get the better connectivity with the villages of Kashmir. That is why nowadays the infiltration is less, because the army is on high alert. No terrorist activities, no bombardment, no cross-border shooting, because whenever if there is a movement of terrorist, army reaches to the spot in a stipulated time because of good connectivity. So thanks to Mr. Iqbal. Now let us move to some IPS officers. See, what do you call Ajit Doval? Ajit Doval is called
James Bond of India.
the James Bond of India. Look at his see his background. See his background. He is elder to Prime Minister in age. In age. See, IPS, Peace Accord, Yenella, whatever, see his achievement. Operation Black Thunder, Kirti Chakra, hijack to Kandahar, IB, director to IB. Look at his national security since 2014. See, Prime Minister listens to him. That's the power of IPS. I think you must be aware of Kiran Bedi. See how she has changed. First IPS officer. See, Ansar Ahmed is the youngest IPS officer in India. Till today, he has a record. See, when he was interviewed, what he has told. Mr. Divedi, a security guard son who has cleared IAS. Ms. Shweta Agarwal, a small grocer shop daughter, cleared exam. Nirish Rajput, a tailor's son, cleared the exam, IAS. Look at it. Hriday Kumar, a poor farmer. See, a poor farmer cleared the exam. This minority girl from Muslim community in Rajasthan, and she says, let me read, I am told I am the first to clear UPSC from my community in Rajasthan. That is because of state of education among Muslims. See, she has been educated, she has been given an opportunity by her parents to take up this exam. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಓದ್ತೀರಾ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ?
UPSC ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. ಮೊದಲ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನದಲ್ಲೇ ಕೇವಲ 21 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ IPS ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಯಾದ ದಿವ್ಯಾ. IPS ದಿವ್ಯಾ ತನ್ವರ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. UPSC ಸಾಧಕರ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಕಣ್ಣಾಡಿಸಿದರೆ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರದ್ದು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕತೆ. ಕಷ್ಟಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಅರಳಿದ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆಗಳೇ ಹೆಚ್ಚು. ಇಂದಿನ ಸಾಧಕರ ಸರಣಿಯು ಅತಿಥಿ IPS ದಿವ್ಯಾ ತನ್ವಾರ್ ಕೂಡ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳ ಸರಮಾಲೆಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆಯೇ ಅಪರೂಪದ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಕಿರಿಯ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನ IPS ಅಧಿಕಾರಿ.
Yeah, thank you. Your good name?
Sir, I am Savitri, sir.
ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದಮ್ಮ?
From Rural College, Kanakapura.
Okay. See, she has the record of being a youngest IPS officer. In case of this boy, Ansar Ahmed, he is the youngest IAS officer, Ansar Ahmed. But in case of Divya, she is the youngest IPS officer at the age of 21. Very poor background. She lost her father during her high school days, and after that she cleared this exam. Look at this. Today she is the additional superintendent of police in Bihar cadre. That's why I tell you, I advise you to go back to your college, give guidance, tell them to take up the exam. See this Surabhi, she is a very famous girl. If you type it in Google or in YouTube or in TED Talk, we have got a TED Talk with Surabhi Gautam. You listen to her. She has spoken around 15 minutes in Bhopal, and listen to her. She is the best motivator for your students. See, tell your students, Neha did not use phone and social media for 3 years since her completing the IAS exam. She didn't pick up the phone at all, smartphone. Tell her. See, this Anjali, she had a good job out. She was working for a oil company, and she came back to India, took up the exam and cleared it. See, there are plenty of success stories. This Sridhanya from Wayanad in Kerala, from a Kuruchia tribe, she took this exam. See, look at her. She was very happy, and see her condition. Can you see the image? Nodi avul mane nodi. Observe this house. So she was not having a proper house. See the polythene cover. Polythene cover was fixed to avoid the rain. And once she cleared the exam, the then MP of Wayanad, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, went to her house to congratulate. Today, Sridhanya is a DC in Kozhikode in Kerala. Somebody should read now.
It is easy to give an example, but it is very difficult to become an example.
ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಕನ್ನಡ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಪ್ಪ.
ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಈಸಿ, ಬಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ಕಷ್ಟ, ಬಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಈಸಿ.
ಓಕೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಕೊಡೋದು ಈಸಿ, ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಆಗೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಕಷ್ಟ. ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಟೀ ವಿತ್ ಮೈ ಫಾದರ್ ಟು ಅನ್ IAS ಆಫೀಸರ್. ಅವ್ರ ಅಪ್ಪನ ಜೊತೆ ಪಾಪ ಟೀ ಮಾರ್ತಿತ್ತಂತೆ ಹುಡುಗ. ನಾವು ಟುಡೇ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ IAS ಆಫೀಸರ್. ಇದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಕೊಡೋದು ಈಸಿ, ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಆಗೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ. ಈ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೌ. He has become an example. So these are all the success stories. Ramesh and this Ramesh lost his father as a bangle seller. Afterwards, his mother had a tough time, but he worked hard, became IAS officer, and today he is a joint secretary in the energy department at Jharkhand. These are all the success stories you can tell. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಓದ್ತೀರಾ ಇದನ್ನ?
laborer's child need not be a laborer.
ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ.
ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕನ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕನೇ ಆಗುವಂತೆ
ಕೂಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂಲಿಯಾಗೆ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ.
ನಮ್ಮಪ್ಪ ಕೂಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೂಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಹುಡುಗ. ಮೇ ಬಿ ನಮ್ಮಪ್ಪ ಕೂಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ನಾನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ? ಎ ಲೇಬರರ್ಸ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಲೇಬರರ್. ಇದು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ನೀವು. ಸಿ, ದ ವೆರಿ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟುಡೇ ಸೆಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟು ಗೈಡ್ ಯು. ನೋ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ giving some inputs to young assistant professors so that they should go back to their colleges and tell their students of first year, second year, final year, or if there is PG in your college for PG students, that you may be having poor background, but you can definitely turn your poverty into richness, because there is a famous saying. ಏನು famous saying? ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಬಡವರಾಗಿ ಹುಟ್ಟೋದು ತಪ್ಪಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಬಡವರಾಗಿ ಸಾಯೋದು ತಪ್ಪು ಅಂತ. ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ?
ಬಡವರಾಗಿ ಹುಟ್ಟುವುದು ತಪ್ಪಲ್ಲ, ಬಡವರಾಗಿ ಇದ್ದು ಸಾಯೋದು ತಪ್ಪು.
ಯಾ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಪುವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡೈ ಪುವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಯುವರ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಅಂತ. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
ಯಾ, ಟೆಲ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಸರ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಮಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ. ಹೌ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕನ್ವೆ this to my students? See, competitive exam, civil service exam got 3 stages: preliminary, mains, and personality test. You tell your students preliminary means MCQ, only multiple choice question. Mains means you have to write in word limits, 200 words, 100 words, 250 words, 50 words. Then we have to face the interview. What is the qualification? Any degree. Students who are writing their 5th semester can also write IAS exam. Tell your students, 5ನೇ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂಡ IAS ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಾವು NET ಸ್ಲೆಟ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ 3rd ಸೆಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರೇ ಬರಿಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, NET ಸ್ಲೆಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ನ 3rd ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ 4th ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇರೋರು ಬರಿಬಹುದು ಅಂತ, ಹಾಗೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಬರಿಬಹುದು. Tell your students who are awaiting the result can also write. There is a negative marking. Tell your students there is a negative marking. See the age wise. ಯಾವ ಏಜ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಯು, sir, at what age is the best age to clear the exam? The best age itself is 21, 22. At least if you start at 21, 22, you will clear at 24. So, what do you get from this image? ವಯಸ್ಸಾದಂತೆ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ರೇಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ?
ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ವೈ?
ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಯಾಕಮ್ಮ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾರಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ಆರ್ if your parents are dependent on you, you get responsibility. Otherwise, the comprehension power, the focus power, the concentration power, after the age of 26, you are going to lose it. ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬಾ ನೆನಪಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. You cannot write as fast as you are in 21. That is why younger the age, more will be the success. Elder the age, less will be the success. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
Sir,
are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, look at the attempts. Every year, there are 10% of students clearing the first attempt itself. Every year, there are 20% students who are clearing their exam in the second attempt itself. 25% students take the third attempt. I've taken this source, I've taken this data from UPSC website. Even see the subjects. See the subjects. Good number of students who have taken political science, public administration, geography, history, sociology have done extremely well. The one interesting thing is no science subject is found here. No physics, no chemistry, no botany, no zoology, no biochemistry, no biotechnology, no engineering subject like electronics, electrical, civil. There are students who opt civil service, civil or electronics or biochemistry, but their number is very negligible. Very negligible. Only humanity subjects are always good to clear the UPSC exam. Sir, what are the services? You have 20 services. One exam bardre, if you take one exam, you can clear as many as 20 services. Sir, ಯಾಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದನ್ನ yellow color ಮಾಡಿದಿರಾ? Why you are highlighting this? The most sought service idu. Most demand service idu. The maximum aspirants opt for it. They like for it. They go for it. Adike it has been highlighted. Civil service exam, to clear civil service exam, what do you want? Hard work or smart work?
Smart.
Then which exam you want hard work?
ಗಂಡ ಬಿಟ್ಟ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಾವೇ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ ಮತ್ತೆ ತವರು ಮನೆ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ.
What is that? Who is that? Hard work versus smart work ali definitely competitive exams, civil service exams with smart work, but hard work you have to balance. You have to balance.
क्या मंजे दिख रही है बना सामने है दिखेंगे क्या
साना मैडम
Tell her to unmute. Tell her to unmute. Who is she? Who is disturbing others? Okay, can you see the screen now?
Sir.
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir. See the eligibility now. Tell your students the eligibility. What is the maximum age for general merit students?
32,
What about OBC?
35,
STSC?
37,
37.
Okay. What about the attempts? Look at the attempts. How many attempts the OBC have?
9,
9.
What about general merit?
6.
Yeah. STSC unlimited, but we have a age cap of 37 years. We may be having 37. We may be having unlimited attempts, but only till 37 years. Once they cross 37, they cannot write exam. Mind it. See, prelims, 2 papers, general studies and civil service aptitude test. Mains, they have 9 papers, 4 general studies paper, 1 essay paper, 2 compulsory paper and 1 ethics. And at the interview, they are going to face interview for 275 marks. Then the result, then the success. Sir, what is the calendar of events? Look at the calendar of events. Every year in the month of February, they notify you have to apply. Every year in the month of June, prelims are conducted. Sometimes May last week. Every year, September, you are going to write the mains exam. Every year, every corresponding year, next year, you get the result after the interview. This is the calendar of events. Every year without fail. And this is the preliminary setups. 2 hours, 100 questions for general studies. For ranking, for qualifying, this is civil service aptitude test. You have 80 questions, 2.5 marks each, 2 hours, but only qualifying nature. Just 55% if you cross, that's enough. What to be studied? Sir, ಏನು ಓದಬೇಕು? For ranking, you have to study current affairs, you have to study history, geography, polity, economy, science, environment, and any other materials of importance. Then the second paper is you have aptitude. You have both current affairs of GK and static. Excuse me. Then like historic questions are static. See the mains paper, mains exam pattern. For 3 hours, you have to write 250 marks. The first one is only qualifying. If you qualify, that's enough. Marks will not be counted. And you need to have interview skills. You should have a good communication skill. You have a good dress sense. You need to have the out of the box thinking, problem solving, challenge facing, convincing, temper. You need to have a good temper. You should be have a passionate about the service. All these things are counted. All these things are observed during the interview. See, your question will not be asked on the hobbies. Situation based questions will be asked. You, in order to attend the interview, you have to go to UPSC Bhavan in Delhi. Your temperament will be questioned. Then now let me give some strategies for a UPSC preparation so that you can tell your students, so that you can go back to your college and tell your students. See, first you should tell your students, go through the syllabus, get the syllabus completely understood. Then they can start the exam. Then previous year question paper should be analyzed. PYQ, we say. PYQ, previous year questions. They should look into it. Then get a good resource, good books, NCERT books, standard books. Then they can sit and prepare. See, Nandini from our Karnataka, who was All India rank first, she says, instead of reading many books for a single topic, read one book many times. Nandini Kyar, All India rank first in 2016. It is the golden tips. It is the golden tips given by Nandini. Make your own notes. It's always good. Solve at least 2 papers. Prepare with good books. And combined study is always better than single study. You have to make a group study at least once in a week. Handwriting plays a very crucial role. If your handwriting is not good, practice. Go to handwriting classes. Improve your handwriting. Speed, you have to maintain the speed because you have to write with a limited space and limited time. That you should tell to your students. You should know, the candidate should know your weak points and strong points. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ನಿಮ್ಮ ದೌರ್ಬಲ್ಯ ಎರಡೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್. Make the best use of all the online resources. Particularly, tell your students to take YouTube classes, online classes like Unacademy, like Wajira, like Ravi, like India for IAS, like India for Insight series. They can opt for online sources. Let them cultivate the habit of reading newspaper, magazines, news analysis in All India Radio. There is an app called News on Air app. Download the app. Prepare well. Make a short notes. Take a test series, mock test series. See, it's a one image. Can you unmute and read out from 1 to 10? Somebody from outside Karnataka? Anybody from outside Karnataka should unmute and read all the 10 points slowly. Come on.
To prepare for IAS,
Yeah.
memorize syllabus, make a timetable, exercise physical activities, read
Good.
newspapers, watch headlines on TV, shortlist books and read thoroughly, refer to specific topics, always give mock test, practice writing, answers or essay, sleep well.
Your good name and your background?
Myself, Dr. Suraj Kumar Sao, and I'm assistant professor in English.
You are from?
West Bengal.
Very good, very good, very good. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. So I hope you got my point.
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. Once you go back to your college, you must tell, you must motivate, you must inspire your students to take up the civil service. Okay?
Sure, sir.
Very good, very good. See, tell your students, the first step is always the hardest. Students, once you motivate, they may find it difficult in first day or first week or in first month. But once they accustom to the civil service preparation mode, they can go at a breakneck speed once they get into the accustom. That is why I always tell students, the first step is always the difficult. But once get into it, it will be easy. I always tell students to focus on the goals, not on the obstacles. See this image. This is not AI-driven image. This is the original image. This is the original image I have taken from newspaper. Here, see to it. Photographer gets so close to lava that his shoes and tripod catch on fire. See, this is the level of focus for a civil service exam. Look at it. There is a volcano eruption and the photographer wants the best picture and is just focusing on the image, is least bothered about the fire. That must be the lesson for your students. Focus. They must focus. See, I always tell students to remove inferiority. Some students always say, sir, we are the background of rural background. Our parents have not studied, we are the first generation students of getting graduation, or we come from minority, or we come from background, backward, rural, all these cook-up stories, they come out. No, I don't agree with them. Remove this inferiority. Look at this girl. She's an African girl from Nigeria. Look at her skin, dark-skinned girl. Still, she has won the Miss Universe, Miss World, because her confidence level. So don't think the Miss World is given only looking at the exterior beauty. They always give, along with the exterior beauty, the inner beauty, the interior beauty, and the kind of question the judges ask and the kind of answer she gives based on her performance, based on her communication skill, the award is given. Tell your students, they can also get up. Look at this. So that's why I always say, motivate students to take up this exam. But in order to come out, in order to tell your students to take this firm mind, they should come out with this problem. That is mobile, that is social media. If they do not avoid this screen time, they cannot get success. Forget about that. Tell your students, if they are too much attached with the social media, so look at this. I typed in Google screen time of Indians, I got 6 hours. If they spend 6 to 7 hours in mobile, how can they prepare? They cannot prepare. Forget it. See, there is a joke. If there was a mobile during Newton time, even Newton would not have formulated the gravitation laws. He is totally concentrating on mobile, forgetting about the apples. You tell your student, show this image. Anyhow, this PowerPoint will be shared with you by the Nanjun Swami sir, and you request him, he will share. See, the same youngster, Gen Z girl is telling cell phone make you stupid. Tell your students. And this applies to you also. Since you are all young professors of age between 25-35, you should also avoid the screen time. See, 1% luck, 1% talent, 98% never give up formula. That's the success. Okay, once the Thomas Alva said, many lives failure are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. See, if you are getting failure in 1 or 2 attempts, you are close to success. But you should not live up. You should not give up. See, simply I typed a IPS officer's house, IAS officer's house in Google, I get this image. You can also search official residence of IAS officer, you are going to get it. Tell your students, show your students that you no longer in your entire career, you need to build a house, you buy a plot, because government will give till their retirement. You can enjoy the perks, you can enjoy all the facilities. That is why hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work. Look at this. This Dushti IAS caption. Anyhow, with this limited time, I'm concluding my talk. Anyhow, we will be sharing. Yeah, I'll take up. See, I told one statement I gave in the beginning. Combined study is always better than single study. See this image. There was an obstacle, but with the teamwork, they crossed that obstacle without much effort. They crossed. That's the beauty of teamwork. That is why see here the importance of small steps. Both the persons having ladder, but one guy is using small step, another guy is using the step with a huge gap. He is not getting success. Small steps are always take you to the destiny. Tell your students to prepare by reading newspaper, listening radio news, reading magazines, starting high school and NCERT books, preparing his own notes, her own notes, then taking previous year questions. Like these small steps will take you to the success. Tell them. Then the final word of my talk today is somebody should unmute and read this. Somebody should unmute and read this. Come on.
Stop studying.
And start learning.
Read it out again.
Stop studying.
Start learning.
Yeah. Stop studying, start learning. See, any competitive exam wants learn. It doesn't require study. See, in our college, we give study holidays. That is really nonsense. If you study, you'll be studying for the coming exam. But if you learn, it will be lifetime. See, by riding bicycle, you learn, you don't study. Swimming, you learn, not study. Drawing, you learn, not study. See, these are the skills. If you learn, it will come. Likewise, civil service exam requires learning. Study means only for time being you study, you write up exam and you forget. But this exam requires preliminary exam, mains exam, and personality test. Whatever you read in prelims will also be useful in interview. No, the panelists in the interview, they may ask questions based on your previous year degree or your preliminary performance. That is why you must learn and keep in your mind all the information you have received. That's the most important thing which you have to inculcate with your students. With this, I wind up my talk, but it is open for discussion. Any assistant professor who are listening my talk can unmute and come out with your own ideas or with your own doubts or with your own inputs so that we can take up 3 or 4 minutes for discussion. Anybody?
Sir,
Sir,
namaste.
this is
Excuse me, sir.
Namita from chemistry department.
One by one.
Hi, sir. This is Dr. Namita from chemistry department. So why not science and technology subjects they put it clear?
No, it's not
That's
that.
my question.
See, science and technology is equally important for civil service, but with the past experience, students, whoever opted electronics, whoever opted physics, they did not get success because the kind of question they ask in the UPSC mains exam require elaboration, require a lot of answer, but unfortunately our mains question paper demands only within limited time and within limited words. We don't have additional sheet in UPSC. UPSC doesn't provide any additional sheets. It prints question, leaves space, and again prints next question. Within that space, you have to write. But science questions demand some kind of explanation, some kind of experiment, some kind of working out, some kind of steps we want. So students are not able to analyze and write and convince the evaluator. That is why a majority of the students do not opt science subjects. That's it. Nothing. We are not discouraging science in UPSC. Thanks for your observation.
For science students, which subject you suggest them to take?
For which students? Science. Yeah. For science students, we always prefer anthropology because anthropology is a bit science background, which has a physical anthropology, which is genetics, which has biology, zoology part. We always suggest students to go for anthropology, and nowadays it is a trend also. You just check it once in Google. The majority of the students who are getting success for the past 2-3 years have opted anthropology. Even engineering students are opting anthropology, and even to some extent sociology and public administration. Geography is a good option for science background students because they study physical geography, they study lithosphere, they study atmosphere, they study hydrosphere, they study solar system. Geography is a good option for science students.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, even my question is very much close to Namita madam. Sir, I teach for BC and BSc computer science students, sir. So basically,
Can you introduce yourself from your college?
Sir, I am Apurva Rekar. I work at GFGC Haryal, sir.
Okay, Haryal. Tell me.
So I teach for BC and BSc computer science students, sir. So basically, students are from technical background.
Got it.
How to motivate these students to for the UPSC examination?
It's really a challenging because I know science students are always deviated from competitive exam. They always look for industry. They always look for companies. I know very well because I have studied their mindset. I know the kind of problem you are facing. The science students, particularly the BCA students and the students with computer application, it's very difficult for them to take up the competitive exam. But you have to take it as a challenge. As I have presented in my presentation, show these images. There are plenty of engineering background students, medical background students who have cleared the IAS exam, IPS exam. Take them as their role model and show you to them, show your screen through PPT. You show it. One of students definitely will take up this exam seriously. Of course, it's a challenge, but you can do it. You can do it.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Anybody?
sir, during admission processes and all, and during
Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. I am Sana Kolar, assistant professor in zoology from Anjuman Degree College, Vijaypura.
Okay.
Okay, sir. So during the admission processes, if we ask the students what you want to do next and all, they say competitive examinations. So we want to take up competitive examinations, and during the first initial days of our semester, some of them will be there in the class. Some of them take this excuse and they will be in the home that we are taking coaching and all. But if, as you have said, if we show these PPT, which will be our guideline in the initial stages, they will get motivated.
Yes,
If
you're
10
right.
students are there, such one student will go genuinely in that line.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Every year one or two students are enough because the success rate of UPSC is less than 1%. Keep in mind, every year 10 to 12 lakh students apply for it. 6 to 7 lakhs write in prelims exam, but the number of posts will be around 1,000.
Yes,
The
sir.
success rate is hardly 1%. That is why now instead of telling all the students to take up exam, you identify the student who is very much focused, very much interested, and who is away from this screen and Instagram and other social media. Pick him up, hand pick him, and guide him and tell him to sit in the library, read magazines, read a newspaper. By doing so, one or two students definitely every year they will take up the exam. See, once they take up the UPSC exam, even if they do not get clear, definitely they will clear the KPSC exams.
KPSC, they can go
At least
lower
KAS, at least PSI, at least PDO, any government job, any public sector exam, he will clear and he will get into the service.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, namaste. This is Purnachandra from GFGC Jogonnalli, Hiರಿಯೂರು ತಾಲೂಕ್. ಸರ್, ಒಂದು ಜನರಲ್ ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಬೇಕು. ಈ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ದು, ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ದು. ಬಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಕಾಲ್ ಆಗೋದೇ ತುಂಬಾ ವರ್ಷಗಳು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದಾವೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಗೊಂದು ಭಯ ಇದೆ ಅವ್ರು ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ರಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ತುಂಬಾ 5-6 ವರ್ಷ ಪಾಪ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಓದಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ.
I understood your problem. See, for the past 3 years, definitely we had a problem because of various issues. One is, I'm not supposed to say in the public platform, but government could not notify because of this guarantee scheme, and there was a exchequer burden of 56,000 to 60,000 rupees every year the government had to spend on guarantees. And we had another problem called internal reservation issue, which was a major setback to the notification. Now, more or less, government has clarified it. Now, government has come out with a new plan for internal reservation. Now, the notification has already taken place, and government. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
See, now you must be aware of that. The police constable examination has been notified. State government has already has given notification for police constable. Immediately call your students, whoever working as a placement cell officer, you inform them or let them apply, because police constable is also a very handsome job for our government school, our government college students, because they come from very rural background, very poor background. Let them take the exam, clear the exam. If they are very much interested for higher studies and higher positions, at least get the exposure. Later on, they can take up the exam. But as this particular question, I got it regarding the notification. ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ನೋಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ತುಂಬಾ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮೇ ಕಾಲ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ದೇ ಲೂಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. It is there. I understand, but this problem is solved now. Now notification will be called now and then.